yogurt biscuits. Why not? Let's see. I'm hungry and it's breakfast time, and I have some brand new strawberry preserves and a really good butter alternative spread. This stuff is really good. It's Brummel and Brown made with yogurt spread. 45 calories per tablespoon, so like half of the calories of butter, and it's really, really delicious. So I decided to make some biscuits. Now, I have this strawberry preserves that I'm going to put on top, so I thought I would try something different and make it with a strawberry yogurt. So this is a strawberry Greek yogurt, a non-fat yogurt. Mostly all I buy is non-fat yogurts. Not because I hate fat, but simply because I kind of prefer the mouthfeel when I'm eating them just as yogurt. So I'm going to put this whole thing in here, and then I'm just going to add however much self-rising flour it takes to turn it into a biscuit dough. I'm putting all of the fruit in there as well from the bottom. This is a fruit on bottom yogurt. I don't generally buy blended yogurts. I like the fruit on bottom better. I like my texture separated. Alright, and then this is a self-rising flour, so it has a little bit of salt in it, but I'm just going to add a little bit more salt to balance this large amount of super sweet strawberry puree that's in the bottom of those yogurts. They're very, very sweet. That's the Hannaford store brand. It is quite sweet. I'm just going to guess the first round. I suspect that will not be nearly enough flour. I'm just going to start mixing it in and seeing what happens. So I've done this with plain Greek yogurts. This has the fruit puree, which is pretty watery. So I suspect it's going to make quite a bit more biscuits. And these are a biscuit. You'll find this recipe all over social media. People calling it bread. It's not even close to bread. It's definitely a biscuit. So it's just self-rising flour, or all-purpose flour, and some leavening, some baking powder, and some baking soda, and Greek yogurt, and that's all that's in it. And it actually makes a really good biscuit, but it is a biscuit. It's definitely not bread. So you just have to kind of smash this together, because the yogurt, like when you're making a regular biscuit dough, you're working with butter and you're working with water, and it just kind of I don't know, it's kind of easier to tell when the things aren't mixed. With this, you can have like a big clump of yogurt in there that has no flour mixed in it, and it's kind of hard to tell because the yogurt is kind of thick already. I think that's it though. I think we're there. It looks like it will form a dough now. Alright, so I'm just incorporating all the flour. And I'm feeling it with my fingers. It doesn't feel like it's too wet, so I think we're good. Here. Probably should have kept that flour out. Lower my board a bit. Try not to get flour all over the stove. Try and flatten this out some before I put it down. That way it's less sticking to the surface. And then I'm just going to cut some biscuits. smash the remnants together. Alright, we got 5 small biscuits out of that. That'll be fine. I'll smash these pieces. Came off that last one into the holes for the other ones, and then we'll bake those and see what happens. Let's see, I just need a small something to bake in. I have these, I think they're chargers actually. They're really nice. They're made in Switzerland. They're all metal. They're like insulated. I really think they're meant to be chargers to like put your plate on top of to keep it warm, but I don't know, because these were something that a great friend of mine, who Sarah just put her tail in the dish, who chose to end his life at Occupy back in the day in Burlington. These were the dishes that he ate on when he was a child. We actually went to the little cabin in the middle of the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont and pulled them out of the rubble that was left. And so these are Josh's family's plates. And they're really nice plates that I actually use as a baking dish more than I use as a plate. So just a little something. We'll see how those turn out. Shouldn't take long. Light on so we can watch them bake. Clean up the mess as I do as I go with everything. You may notice that things don't get overwhelming if you clean as you go. Right? Can you guys see in the oven? You can now. There we go. I'll be here in the background cleaning up the dishes. Put away the clean dishes before you can do the dirty dishes. Okay. There now. cleaned up. You're looking good. You could not get any easier than this biscuit. It is literally just any Greek yogurt you want to use and self-rising flour. And it makes a beautiful, delicious, moist, but not too moist, fluffy, crispy on the outside biscuit. Like, it's brilliant. I wish people would stop calling the recipe bread on social media, because it's doing a discredit to this really good discovery of a really fantastic biscuit recipe. And it's dumb that people don't know the difference between a biscuit and a bread, but that is society these days, so it's just what we live with. But as you can see, they're cooking up into beautiful biscuits already. They're already getting close. Will not take long on convection bake. I've got them in the oven at 300 degrees on convection bake. Right, Moose? And Moose is helping. Right, Moose? Flour on the handle. You help, yeah? You can help her. She could help and help her. She could helping. Good at helping. Good at helping. Go that way? Alright. Go that way. She'd like to lick the butter. Alright, so this is the cat's butter. Just the cat's butter. That's my butter. That's the cat's butter. I'm not saying that I don't use that butter, but generally when I use that butter, it's for cooking with, so it gets cooked. Not that I got a problem with my baby's breath or germs. Nothing wrong with kissing a cat. Other than she hates it. That's the only thing that's wrong. Right? It's the icky human germs that are disgusting. Icky human breath. She's got to clean herself because I kissed her. Now she feels filthy. I feel filthy now. Need some more kisses. She'd rather not. Did you eat your breakfast that I gave you in the other room? Did you ever eat your breakfast? Mm-hmm. How many minutes is this? Oh, I'm already past the point where Facebook won't upload it directly. Guess it's going on YouTube. YouTube should probably get some kickbacks from Facebook. I mean, YouTube benefits from Facebook's video length limit. I mean, I guess they both, well, no, Facebook doesn't really get any benefit from it other than not having to host large videos, which I guess is a benefit. I guess they are beneficial to each other. It's just inconvenient for us users. Close, not quite. Lucy? to go back on your bed so that I can have the area for the camera to plate these? So perfect. So perfect. Such a good helper. Knock the camera over. Yeah. That's what you'll do. I already had some butter. You want more butter? You're not supposed to eat butter. It's bad for something in your blood work. I don't remember what. She's not supposed to have high fat foods. Pancreas levels or something like that. She's got terminal cancer. If she wants to have the butter, I'm gonna get rid of the butter. Blood work be damned. Some crunchies now. That's good. Crunchies are good. Yum yum crunchies. Alright, I'm gonna go plate. Knife for my butter. Spoon for my preserves. I think they're done. I'm about to find out. Here's what they look like. Sarah, can you move over here? Step over to the bed, please, so the camera can see around you. There we go. Good girl. Here's what they look like. Those aren't done yet. Put them back in. They still feel soft. Kick it up to 325. I am pretty hungry, so I might have been rushing it a bit. It is 12:30, and I was up most of the night. I went to bed at like 11 or 11:30, but I didn't take the trazodone because it's been giving me nightmares, so I was constantly waking up. And then I woke up at like I woke up really highly awake at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just struggled to get back to sleep at all. I laid in bed awake for a long time, just tossing and turning. And then I finally started like dozing off again around 6. And I gave up and got out of bed pretty early. I didn't even look at the time. I think it was like 7:30. And if I looked at my sleep app, I'd be surprised if I got more than 5 hours of decent sleep total. So my point is, I've been up for a really long time, and I haven't eaten anything yet today. I mean, other than my coffee with some half and creamer and sugar in it, which is, you know, plenty of calories. But I'm really looking forward to these biscuits. I'm going to eat at least 2. I might eat 3. I might eat them all. That's what happens when you don't eat breakfast on time. You get ravenous and you overeat. At the end of the day, these are just flour and Greek yogurt, so if I eat all of them, it still won't be any worse than having eaten that Greek yogurt by itself, and the flour, and then the toppings I'm going to put on it, which is going to be some butter spread and some preserves. I stopped counting calories a couple months ago. I wasn't, Sarah, you're gonna knock the camera over doing that. You can't rub on that. I wasn't at my goal weight. I still had like, 10 or 15. I had about 10 pounds to go. But my pants started fitting again. So I figured I was doing pretty decent. And honestly, the counting the calories, the MyFitnessPal app just keeps getting worse and worse. Slower and slower. And it's become more work than I'm willing to take on in my list of things I need to get done. I have a very long task list every day now. Because I have to have a task list to do anything. Like normal things that people just remember to do, I don't remember to do. So like there's a checklist that says get out of bed, put on your fitness tracker, weigh yourself, brush your teeth, put on your deodorant. Everything has to be checked off or it probably won't get done. And then by mid-morning I've got, clean the countertops, do the dishes, drink your coffee, have some breakfast, brush your teeth. And that's already like 10 things that I've had to do. And then by like 2 o'clock, I've got things like do my physical therapy stretches, do my physical therapy strengthening exercises, get on the treadmill. The treadmill I give myself until like 8 o'clock, but it needs to be done by 8 p.m. because it's loud. And then there's medicate Sarah 3 times a day, which is actually quite a bit of work because she takes quite a few medications and I have to divide them up by hand. It's not just open a pill bottle and dose it. And then I've also been painting the house. Oh, and so I also have like an eye condition, which I'm supposed to put a heat pack on my eyes for 10 minutes every day. So that's just another thing to get done. So like I don't work, I don't have a job, but at the end of every day I feel like I've done so much that I'm overwhelmed by it. That's probably a good indication of why I don't and can't work, is because I can't even get through a normal day's worth of homemaking and personal care and executive function tasks without feeling substantially overwhelmed. So the good news is I just got the notification from my pharmacy a little while ago that my ADHD medication is actually ready at the pharmacy. So for the first time in my life, I will be trying that and seeing what happens. Who knows? It might change everything. It might change nothing. I'm sure these are done now. Oh yeah, those are done now. Alright, there they are. Now they look a little bit brown. Yeah, pretty good. Let's break these open. See what they look like on the inside. Alright, it's a biscuit. Some butter on that. Lots of butter on that. Butter spread. I don't want to be one of those people that calls margarine butter. I know it's incorrect, but this stuff is pretty delicious. Alright. And some preserves. It's breakfast. It's good. It's a biscuit. Tasty. Try it. Super easy.